All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the heck is wrong with YouTube or the internet connection. It took me a half hour. The thing just kept spinning to go live. I checked. I made a couple people mods last night, but it ain't showing up as them being mods. I don't know. I can't figure out all this crap. It's got to be either my computer went completely crap and it ain't working right, or I don't. Maybe it is a hacker or something. I don't know. There's one of the mods. Got a wrench. Good morning, Debbie Fox. The other ones I made. Who did I make? How many people did I make mod last night, Debbie? They were in here last night. I made them a mod. They had a wrench. But I went this morning to check out YouTube Studio, which took 15 minutes. So what is going on with YouTube? Or the internet system? I don't know. I'm thinking my emails are telling the truth. That somebody's been trying to hack into my account. And my Facebook accounts, too. But I think I made 3 people mods last night. 4 people, but they're not in the mod tank. So I have no idea what's going on with this stupid ass. Excuse my language, Lord. But I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's just unreal. Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, I know I made 3 people mods, but I went ahead and checked my mod tank and they're not in there. Maybe it did. Maybe last night. Wasn't I having trouble with YouTube last night? I think I was. Maybe it didn't take her. It was showing they had wrenches. I don't know. A lot of trouble. I don't know like I said, in town here, they were setting up a new fiber optic line. Intech or something like that, a high-speed internet company or something. I'm not sure, but ever since, man, the internet has just been crappy. Just been crappy to all heck. And it's either that or my emails are telling the truth, and someone has been trying to log in with L26 or LS2. I have no idea. Phones or Samsungs or whatever. Who knows? I have no idea. It's got to be a hacker because it won't even let me go to people's channels. So it's got to be somebody has taken over this channel illegally, stole it, whatever. And I want them hung by their Buster Browns, literally. Now, I was watching a YouTube channel last night, something night, a crime channel. Some guy, I think he's from London or something like that, or Australia or whatever, I'm not sure. And he was talking about some stuff that made pretty good sense. It could be a hacker. Right? It could be. For all we know, it's these people that were not buying their story. In the Delphi case, it could be, it's starting to wrap around the crime community. So I imagine a lot of these dudes were telling the truth, that these people were hackers. But they call themselves crime channel people. They're just glorified hackers within the crime community, hiding right in front of the police's face, pretty much. I don't know. It's crazy. But it took me half an hour to even get online. That's it. This HP computer I'm unplugging it today. Debbie, if I'm not on, I got to get this other computer up and going and write down all my passwords, and then shut that HP tower down and open up this other Omnimax or Optoplex. I don't know what kind of computer it is. I got it at a garage sale cheap. They swear it works pretty good, and actually it does. I've been having it run. It's got an i3 processor in it, which is better than the HP tower I have over there. That's only dual Intel or something like that. So maybe that's what I'll do today. Save all your stuff first. Well, I'm not going to. I'm just going to unplug it. I'm going to unplug all the interfaces from it, Debbie. Unplug everything, TV and everything from it, and then take it apart, clean it all out. I don't know, run some kind of diagnostic thing on it. I might have some drivers down or something. So, I don't know. I went to bed early, but I didn't go to bed too early. What time was it, Debbie, when we ended our live last night? 1:30? I went to bed, but for some reason I woke up about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then ended up going back to bed. Woke up about 10:30, 11 o'clock or so. This whole vampire crap, late nights, it's for the birds. You know, all these YouTube channels have been telling me, don't trust nobody. I guess they were right. Because some of these people were not right. It's mainly not the ladies. It's probably that one idiot. I don't know. I have no idea. But you know what? I woke up this morning. It was nice and sunny. And now the clouds are rolling back in. I think we're supposed to get rain today. Yeah, we're starting to find out that most of these people are shady, connected to the music business or news business or movie business. What? I can tell you this much, Debbie, they're very, very upset. A lot of the big dogs been calling me. I'm like, no, I'm an independent actor, independent person, independent movie writer, creator, YouTube channel, musician, whatever. But then again, they're a lot like Murdoch, who, well, for many years was tapping my phones just for information so they can put it out on the news channels. Who did I make mod last night, Debbie? Whoever I made mod last night is not showing up in my tank. You think it's a program? Maybe somebody wrote a program and somehow there's a clone account on the internet or the dark web that, and these people somehow, if you make them a mod, they're not really this channel, they're mods to a clone channel. I don't know. Very interesting though. I see Mr. Anthony Greeno made a video early in the morning. Get some help, Mr. Anthony Greeno. And no, for YouTube records, court records, government records, I don't know any of these people. For one, they're too crazy. I don't hang out with crazy people. That seems to bring trouble down on yourself. And I've noticed a lot of these people coming into my chat from other channels are bringing their trolls and their madmen with them. And the next thing you know, your channel's going crazy. Your computer's going crazy. I don't know. That dude has issues. I made Tahoe and Ombek a mod last night, but they are not showing up in my lockup tank. Or not lockup tank, mod corral or whatever they call it. I don't know. That dude needs serious. Greeno? Yeah, he should get his girlfriend should. His girlfriend should talk to him or something. Renee, listen to your girlfriend. Stop acting like an idiot. Listen to the woman. I'm surprised this dude. I cannot believe that I'm single. I ain't got one broad, and this dude's got women just jumping off of buildings for him. Nuttier than a squirrel shit. And these women just eat it up. They just love the madmen. It's unreal. And then they got the nerve to come in here and ask me if I got any women sitting around, like I'm their pimp. I have no idea who these women are. My bed is empty, except for me and whatever witch or demon these people sent here, which I want to catch it. We want to catch these old hags. Hang them up by their Buster Browns. Yeah, it's almost like they're using witchery or something. You go to bed feeling great, you wake up and you don't even look yourself anymore. Yeah, I think it's the end of the world coming quicker than anyone ever imagined. Of course, all glory goes to God, and that's why I'm defenseless, because they're all probably practicing witchery or sorcery or selling their souls to the devil. I don't know. If you sold my soul to the devil, you're going to be hunted down. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. It ain't what it's cracked out to be. Yeah, they proclaim they made it. God's chosen people. Are they really? They're killing people and killing themselves, raping children and everything. I think I'll pass on your so-called heaven. It's almost spiritual, like I wonder if they're killing themselves. Not all the way, but just enough to lose their soul. Just enough to lose their soul, and it leaves their body, and then their soul's out there killing and raping and pillaging people. I wouldn't doubt it. You know, I'm going to tell you folks one thing. This is why a lot of these government people are coming up dead, probably, is because people are just sick of it. That numerous people have called the authorities on some of these channels. Nothing's done. They always go after the people that are innocent. Yeah, it's over with. The world, as we all know it, is over with, folks. Debbie says straight jackets, padded rooms. Well, some of them should be there, but they're not. Here's the thing: they won't take their medicine for a long time. They might take it for a couple months and then they stop taking it. You got to take it every day, and you got to stay on it for a while. Like I said, I was on medication for a long time, years and years and years. And then it started doing damage to my body, so I had to come off of it. And the doctors are not going to tell you the truth because they're getting getting paid to pump you full of medication. So you got to come off of it for a while to clean your liver out and your system and everything. Then you can go back on your medication. But when you're on medication meds and you're pushing 200 pounds and you're only 5'7", you're starting to get muscle twitches and arm twitches and everything. That's a sign of your ODing on meds. It's built up in your system so much for taking it for so many years. You're ODing on it. So a lot of people don't realize that. Is a doctor going to tell you that? No. Because he's getting a check from Big Pharma. So they're not going to tell you that. I just about died from it. Right? I think after like 7 years on it, 8 years on it, I finally told my doctor, I look like a balloon. I'm getting muscle twitch. My pecs would start jumping up and down without me even doing anything. Like if I was flexing back in my day when I was in really good shape. But I wasn't flexing. I was just sitting here watching TV. So, I don't know. Get a second opinion. Do whatever. I don't know. Continue to take your meds, though. Maybe you should lower your meds. Or maybe up the dosage. Go to your doctors and check. Right? Mental health is no thing. And listen, I'm crazy, folks. I'm not just labeling you folks. I'm labeling everybody as nuts. Why? The society we live in. What is pumped into our head 24/7 on TV, on social media, and in reality outside your door. So continue to take your medicines, folks. And I'm one of you too that have psychological brain problems, concussions. It'll never go. I'll have it for the rest of my life, folks. I have good days, I have bad days. But what I don't do, I don't go out and kill and rape and pillage like a lot of these people and steal and do all kinds of massive drugs. And them days are over with. I think I'm going to enjoy my retirement. And I know I've been helping a lot of people, but you know what? I'm at that point where I can't help these people because I'm at the point where I'm sitting here going, oh my God, this, a video comes up. This guy's going to jump off a bridge and jump. Right? You've been terrorizing everybody. You've been driving people nuts. Jump off the bridge if you're going to do it. Quit saying you're going to do it and do it. And that's wrong. I shouldn't be saying that. But the truth is they're just attention seekers. They got to have the spotlight. They got to be the one. They got gangs, organizations, clubs, all this crap. Pentagon, Senate, Congress, White House, if you're listening, all the other branches, we're really fed up with this devil worshiping stuff and madness. We really are. All this club, gang, witchery, sorcery crap, we're really done with it. We're trying to let you know before it gets really crazy. And we're fed up with it. Do something about it. Do something about it. That's what we pay you to do. Do you understand? We pay you to make sure we live within a safe environment that is stable, not crazy. Our children can't even go to school without being abused, scared to death, kidnapped, even raped in their own schools, or held for hostage, or just target practice. You got problems, America. Tighten up your ship before you got no ship and it sinks, which a lot of professionals now are saying it's over with. Don't even bother saying anything. They're purging America as we speak. people are just at that brink where they're snapping. Right? There might be something to what all these people are complaining about, all this tattoo stuff. Right? It's the tattooed people. Well, then get them out of our country. If that's the problem that everybody is saying, right? Pentagon, government, all you people out there, if that's the problem, then get them out of our country. Send them back to where that guy is saying that he's Jesus Christ and he's tattooing the devil and giving people, anybody with tattoos belong to the mark of the beast, this guy. And it's actually a guy with 666 tattooed everywhere on his palm, on his forehead. Send these people back over there. If that's their holy land, Venezuela, wherever it is, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just tired of trying to. I got problems myself, folks. It's none of my concern. These people, I don't know. They're not family. I don't know any of these people because you watch their videos and you comment in their chat. I've never had a personal conversation with most of these people, so I have no idea how they are or who they are. Fake accounts, alt accounts, ghost accounts, all this crap. I'm like, this is why these people are killing themselves. This is why they're actually killing other people. Drove nuts. Does that make any sense to anybody out there? This is coming from a person that knows. I've actually swam in my own crap, laid in my own crap. So, I don't know, but it's just too messed up. I think I'll go back to just making videos and uploading them. I'm not sure yet. But I know this much. I have to go and get Christmas cards. I got to send some money out to the kids. So I think I'll be doing that today and get them in the mail and get it over and done with. I don't know. The church channel keeps sending. Keeps talking about a witch was sent to wreck my life. Well, if we know it's evil, why are we not living back in the 1800s and hunting these people down like they did back then? Some of these people are even using church, preaching the gospel, but all along they're in a dark room casting spells. Two-faced pieces of crap. A yin, a yang to everything, good and bad. How can the same person be good, but in the same breath, as soon as the camera turns off, they're in a corner, in a pentagon with candles around them, putting curses on people, and it's just unbelievable. Christopher Valdez says, send me one. Send you what? No, I got to send my kids some money. It's the least I can do. They probably have no idea who I am, but I'm getting old. Or I got some old hag or dude or something trespassing on me. Probably, which I have a feeling it's these people that live around here trespassing on me. Witchery or sorcery. And that's another thing. People have been complaining about the people around here and nothing gets done. Why? Because their family are a police officer. How do you think these people been getting away with murder for so long? Terrorizing people, terrorizing apartment complexes and all that. I have no idea. But I could tell you this much: we've had enough of it. I'm postponing this movie for a while and keeping a track on all the TV channels and movies companies so I can spot some of my stuff. And then we will deal with these movie companies. I don't care, Paramount. I bought all you guys. You could burn down all your studios. You still owe me a lot of money and we're going to get it. Good morning, Mrs. ATS News. Folks, check out Mrs. ATS News' channel. Mrs. ATS News, I'm going to mod you. And I'm going to put my full trust in you. I know you're a very busy lady. You have a husband and kids. In your own crime channel. But I only have one mod that's always here, and that's Little Debbie Fox. And I think it might be a little bit too much for her. And I did have some questions for somebody that knows about the internet. Why will it not let me go to anyone's channel like it used to? No, I Miss ATS News. If I make you a mod, I know you're not going to be here because you're a very busy woman. But I'd make you a mod if you want because I know you are a very intelligent woman. So I'm going to make you a mod. Mrs. ATS News, that's Debbie Fox. She's been here for a long time and been a mod for a while. And she's always here, so. But you should be a mod now, Mrs. ATS News. Oh, great live last night, too, Mrs. ATS News with Chris Watts. And my apologies that you could not wear your camo shorts. I knew once you had to ask the husband that would be a no-go. Just joking. We like to have fun here, Mrs. ATS News. We're in the movie, we're music, all kinds of stuff, but we do have fun here. And I can't do crime 24/7, being that me, myself, have concussions and problems. So I cannot be around it 24/7 because it'll just drive me absolutely cuckoo. Thanks. I am not busy though. Hi, Debbie. What do you mean it won't let you go to people's channels? If I click on your name, it will not let me go to your channel. It'll only let the mods. So I was wondering, have I been hacked or did somebody, I've had a couple of these people come in here saying they own 51% of my business. And I'm like, or my channel, I mean. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Maybe it's YouTube or something. But like if I click on Debbie's name, it will not let me go to her channel. If I click on Christopher Valdez, it will not let me go to their channel. Miss ATS News. So it will not let me go to anyone's channel to see who they are. Supposedly it'll only let the mods. Hello, I'm back. I made some people mods too last night, but it ain't showing up. And when I made them mods, they had it might be YouTube messing up again. I'm not sure. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, check out Miss ATS News' channel. She's got a great channel, a great chat. Everybody gets along. There's no fighting. There's no um, mayhem or anything like that. Very good channel. Check out on Backpacky Packs, Debbie Fox's channel. Oh, Mrs. ATS News, Miss Cold Truth is also a mod of mine. But she's another lady that is very busy and has her own channel. That is weird. I'll have to test that on my own and see. It's letting me go to them. Make sure you have two-step verification set up on your channel. Oh, is that what's in the studio? When I open up the studio, it says at the top of it, two-step verification set up for your channel. Though that'll keep it safe from being hacked. Oh, good God. Why don't I read things, Mrs. ATS News? I probably should do that and see if that solves the problem. Excuse me. Am I causing a lot of trouble, Mrs. ATS News, within the crime community? I hope not. I've been doing a lot of research on things, body language and all kinds of stuff, and watching a lot of crime stuff. And I just want to be a music movie dude. I don't want to be Beretta or Kojak, although my hair is thinning, so there's a good chance if I get a gold chain and a sucker, I could be the next Kojak. Maybe. Not at all. We love your insight and comments. Oh, thank you, Mrs. ATS News. You know, I watch the guy channels too. I'm in there. But I also watch the lady channels too. And any of you trolls out there watching or in my chat right now, these are respectable married ladies. So don't be hitting on them. Exactly. Exactly there, Valdez. Who loves you, baby? Kojak. Which I was claiming that art of deduction, the Dutchman Frank, could be the next Kojak, but without the sucker. We're not sure yet. I'm determined. I got a whole movie in my mind. I'm just looking for people to play the parts. Of course, CrimeCon's coming up, which is going to be Art of Deduction, The Dutchman, and Mrs. Cold Truth against Anthony Greeno and Little Alex Erickson, which is another great channel. Yeah, I don't know why. It used to let me go to people's channels, Mrs. ATS News. I don't know. Some people got your name mixed up, Mrs. ATS News. Someone in your, all these people keep saying, hi, Amber. And I'm like, who the heck is Amber? I'm looking in chats. I don't see no one named Amber. Someone said, that's Mrs. ATS's name. I'm like, no, it ain't. That's Mrs. ATS News. That's what she. I don't know, Mrs. ATS. They tried to tell me you have a real name, and I was like, no. She will always be Mrs. ATS News. I don't know. They keep talking about this woman. I keep saying she must be beautiful. I have not met her yet. Everyone's talking about her in chat. I have no idea who she is. I don't know these people. I have no idea what these people do. I got the disability. I really don't. I don't know. It's unbelievable. Who knew? Right? No one knew. No one knew. Boy, what didn't Frank go off on you? What are these dudes going off on the ladies for? And then he made you mad. Who knew? All I had to do was go in there and piss him off, and he'd make me a mod. I think I'll go in there today and just cause all kinds of havoc. You're gonna make me a mod, Dutchman. I don't know. I don't have the brain for this. No, folks, we got some storms coming in today. Like I said, I woke up, it was nice and sunny out, but as you can see, the clouds are coming in, so we might get some snow out of this or possible thunderstorms. I'm just having my coffee. What time is it? Almost 2 o'clock. I'm still drinking coffee. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know. I'm gonna use AT or not. I'm not gonna use ATS. I'm gonna use YouTube as a psychological. Why pay a psychologist $500 an hour? I'm just gonna use YouTube, or maybe Mrs. ATS News can diagnose me. Maybe Mrs. ATS News will find out some information of why it will not let me go to people's channels anymore. I think someone hacked in the system and they will not let me, because I was reporting a couple of these people that were just completely crazy. I'm crazy, but these people are stone cold crazy. You know, see, I like people like that give a good compliment in a chat. Oh, Mrs. ATS News, all you have to do is say, take my wrench away and I'll take your wrench back. On this channel, we do, and we don't use them for other things. We don't pressure them. So you're free to go and come whenever you want to. Nope, I'm keeping it. All right, Mrs. ATS. You can keep it. I am always complimenting. Yes, you are, Debbie. Debbie is always complimenting. Very incredible lady. Which a lot of these ladies are very independent, very strong. Very smart ladies. Excuse me. I don't know. I was contemplating whether to take my channel down and start all over and just put my music videos up. I'm going to be honest with you folks. I didn't have no trouble when I was just doing music videos. It was only when I went into people's chats and started voicing my opinion within the crime community, within the drama community, even in the guitar world, that where I started from was music. I don't know. It's just YouTube has become a tool for people to twist people's minds and play with their minds and use women. I can't believe some of these men. These women are trusting you. And if you're in a relationship with these women and they're sending you a photo of them, you don't show anybody. For one, there's no way. If I was in love with a woman and she was sending me photos, there's no way I would let another man see what's mine. What is wrong with these people using nude photos to blackmail women? This is nuts. It's no wonder we got a hard time in America finding good women because they all been used and abused and all kinds of crap. I'm just talking about these YouTube creators. The whole Anthony Greeno and a couple other of these crime communities. I think no thanks Doug posted a whole bunch of nude photos that women were sending them. I know Greeno, supposedly, Anthony Greeno has posted a bunch of photos of women supposedly after their relationship went bad. How come men just can't walk away? That's one thing I learned, right? Was walk away. Before you end up getting hurt or you hurt somebody, walk away. And although it's going to piss off women, I pissed off a lot of, well, not a lot, because I haven't been with a lot of women. I'm not a player. But that upsets a woman just to walk away and say, listen, I don't want this. It's not healthy and we need a break, whatever. I'm going to walk away for a while. And that will upset a woman or a man if that happens. So I understand. Love, well, we all heard the Nazareth song, Love Stinks. And sometimes it does. But there's nothing worth murdering someone over or going crazy over. Take a break. Get your mind and body back. And then if you want to proceed in a relationship with these people, then go ahead. Yes, Debbie is always, I see your message, Debbie, Mrs. Debbie Foxy Fox. Debbie is always complimenting me, and I'm always complimenting her. But Debbie is a single woman. So I could do that, but I can't say that to Mrs. ATS News because she's a married woman. And some of these men don't even give a crap. Right? They're in chats. I've been in some chats where these dudes are brutal. It's almost like a soft porn or something. Somebody in there. I don't know. It's just too much, though. We need a new internet system. Don't pay any attention to me, any of you. I'm just sitting here having my coffee, looking outside the window, chilling, smoking a cigarette. I hope my volume ain't too loud. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Cheers. Oh no. Do you need a cup of coffee, Miss ATS News? I'll get you one. Put your husband on the internet. I'll tell him to get you a coffee. Sir, just get her a coffee. Yesterday was Camo Day across the world. A lot of people were upset. We know the Dutchman was wearing camo, and everybody wanted to go camo. It was camo. Some of you ladies and gentlemen couldn't wear your camo because you were not allowed to, because your husband or wives said no camo. My heart bleeds for you. But there'll be other camo days. It always tastes better when someone else makes the coffee. Sure does. You know, I was watching Tom Petty documentary, which I do a lot of. Oh, Miss ATS News, when are you going to be doing some documentary? I seen your documentaries on Kurt Cobain, which was very interesting. Now, I watch a lot of Tom Petty and music documentaries and everything like that. I'm a big music freak, play guitar, sing, which I don't know if you know that or not. But I was watching Tom Petty, and he said the best coffee he ever had was Maxwell House. And actually, Tom Petty was saying there was an art to making coffee, the water to coffee ratio. He found that one scoop of Maxwell House was the perfect coffee. Now, I don't know if that's true. It's Tom Petty. He's a music guy. He don't know coffee, but he's got tons of money, so I imagine he's tried all kinds of expensive coffee. But how did he come to the conclusion that Maxwell House was the best coffee he ever had? Which was very interesting to me. Now, it would be great if I knew how to do the things that you ladies know how to do, and some of you men, with editing and special effects and all that. Uh, but I'm not computer savvy. Let me see what ATS News says. YouTube does like me to talk about, or it doesn't like me to talk about Kurt because it discusses that S word. YouTube pretty much tells me to stop, or I can't see what that word is because that dang little heart is in the way. Loss of channel. Oh my God. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. What you thought was a free world where you can voice your opinion in speech was a lie, because YouTube will not let you speak your mind. Touchy situations and topics. Little Debbie Fox says Maxwell House is my coffee. Yeah, Maxwell House is pretty good. So you probably won't be doing any documentary stuff or any videos on Lane Staley from Alice in Chains. And I do have to say, you're Kurt Cobain. You did do Kurt Cobain, didn't you, Miss ATS News? If I got the right creator right. I watch so much YouTube. That's my problem with him. I could have swore she did Kurt Cobain. Oh wait, she did do Kurt Cobain because that's what she said in the comments. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I watched all. That wasn't there 2 parts or 3 parts? I don't know. Did you ever finish that? I think you only did like 2 videos, and then that was it. Debbie, you're a Maxwell House lady. Gotta have it. think I'll shave my head and walk backwards. I might get known. Now, once again, folks, if I say anything rude or ignorant, my apologies. Sometimes I hate myself. Sometimes I feel like I have these YouTubers inside me. I made a few videos on Kurt and on Facebook. Things YouTube won't. Well, I can say this much, Miss ATS News. They were good videos. I watched them. There's some very interesting stuff with Mr. Cobain. But I like to try new coffees. Yeah, I tried this new coffee that I cut this lady and gentleman's yard for him and do yard work for him just to make a couple bucks, right? An honest way. And they gave me a whole bunch of coffee that they ordered, which I would never buy because it's like $11, $12 a box. But they gave me like, I don't know, 6 boxes of it. And I drank it. Of course, it was, it got me zinging. I got to drink dark roast, or I'm bouncing off the walls and I don't sleep too good. I met Courtney's first husband. Well, you know what was interesting with the Cobain video was the guy that said he was hired or Courtney wanted him to do something. But if you listen to that video of him being interviewed, you can hear a girl screaming from inside the house for help. Well, it comes to find out El Douchebag, Duce, was some kind of a bondage dominator, sex sicko. So as he's standing outside of his house giving the interview, you can hear a woman inside the house screaming for her life, asking for help. That was freaky. That was freaky. El Douchebag Douche. Let me see. Debbie Fox says, I even had the coffee where that animal eat the bears and poop them out. $85 a cup. What? Yes, Mrs. ATS News. Didn't you know that? There's footage out there going around. Or are you saying wow to someone else's comment in chat? Debbie Fox said, my ex-bro-in-law hung out with Tom Petty in St. Augustine. They would jam regularly. Cool, Debbie. Cool. Valdez says El Duce was from, I can't see that word because that dang heart is in the way again. He died on the railroad track. Yeah, that's what they said. Something happened to him on the railroad track. I suspected ATS News says, I suspected he was into dark stuff. Excuse me. But now there's some woman screaming. Yes. In that video, if you play the video, Mrs. ATS News, turn your volume up all the way on that video where they're interviewing El Duce in front of his house, where he said he'll do the interview for a case of beer. So he comes out of his house. He don't want the people going into his house. He goes all the way outside of his house to his fence and opens up the gate and does the interview from the gate. But if you listen to that video and you turn the video up all the way, which I didn't, I thought I was hearing something. I wasn't sure. So I turned on my 100-watt surround sound and turned it up. And yes, you can hear a woman in the background screaming for her life. It sounds like it was coming from his house, asking her, or she was saying, you can hear it, uh, someone help me, help me. He probably had her chained up. Yes, Miss ATS News. Go check it out. There's a couple versions of it. You have to find the version where uh, they're actually interviewing him and he's talking about Courtney. He's standing outside by his fence, the gate, and they're doing the interview outside. And if you turn it up, you can definitely hear a woman screaming for her life. But there's a lot of people that said that's how they were. Some bondage, sex, grunge band or something. There he is. Mark Klein, pretty boy himself. I see you changed the face on your channel. Right? There he is. The Kleinster. How you doing, Mark? I think they had El Duce killed for what he knew. He very well might have been, or whoever he had chained up in that house. If she did survive, she probably ran and told some of her friends, and I imagine they probably beat him half to death. But someone said he committed this. I guess he laid down on the railroad tracks or something. I'm doing well, Johnny. Oh, good, Mark. Good. How's Chicago going? I miss home. Let everybody know from the hometown. Just send beef sandwiches and Nino's Pizza or Portillo's beef sandwiches or whatever. Just send them out here. And burritos. Thanks, Mark. I'll be waiting for that semi to pull up full of Chicago-style beef sandwiches, hot dogs, and burritos and pizza. I'm only a couple hours away from Chicago, but I don't get out too much, Mark. They got me on lockdown. Like, it's too dangerous. You're one of the most hated people on YouTube. The Bears. The Bears. Hey, Mark, a lot of people don't understand Chicago. Right? They forget about that Super Bowl we won when we were just on fire. There was nobody that can get in our way. Right? If we needed to go through the front line, give the ball to the fridge, and surely going to make it into the goalpost. But they don't understand, Chicago people. When we're on fire, we're on fire. But when we lose, well, it's like Bob Seger saying, we are beautiful losers. Why? Because we'll fire up the grill. We'll cook a bunch of Italian sausage and peppers and onions and pizzas and all kinds of stuff. And we still act like we're king of the world, even when we lose. That's how you know good Chicago. There's many people that are like, I can't believe you still love the Bears. Well, I'm from there. I've always loved the Bears. Even when they're nothing. We got the best tailgate around. Debbie says she's hungry now. Debbie, do you want me to give you a... And that's one thing people don't realize about Chicago sausage. You can't get it nowhere else. But I'm going to give it to you, Debbie. That probably didn't sound too good. Hold the sausage for now. It's not after midnight. After midnight, adult talk. Oh, Debbie's trying to fast. Oh, well, then you won't be needing any sausage. Mrs. ATS News, please close your ears. You're a married woman. I don't want you to hear this part. I can't give you any sausage, Deborah. I'm sorry. You're fasting. Yes, that sounds good. No, it don't. Okay, Mrs. ATS News, you can uncover your ears now. Peppers and onions. Oh my God! Yeah, peppers, onions with the Gennardo sauce on it. Oh my God! You know there was a place in Chicago in Summitville, the best burrito, and they were the size of a football. Best burritos in Chicago, right up the little place right outside of the city limits, Summitville. Well, it's just called Summit. It's where the corn product factories were, and it stank every morning you wake up. It stink. Mark, you know what I'm talking about out there? It was out there by Oak Lawn, uh, Bridgeview, or was it Bridgeview? Cicero and stuff like that. Little burrito place. Great burritos. Oh my God. Yeah, but great video last night, Miss ATS News on Chris Watts. Uh, what an idiot he was. And, I'm going to say, Mrs. ATS News, please cover your ears again. You're a married woman. Boy, Nikki knew. Nikki knew she had the body, and she used that body in them photos to get Chris right. And I imagine Chris was like, oh my God, this is heaven. Oh, it was, wasn't it, Chris? Wasn't it? She had a body to kill. I'm going to say that. But she used it. She used it well. Why can't I be one of them men that get used like All right, you can uncover your ears now. We're going back to regular talk, Mrs. ATS. I don't hate, but I hate Chris Watts. Oh, you should have watched Miss ATS's news channel last night. It was pretty good live. We were talking about Chris. Another thing, the back door. If the neighbor did not have, wait, that probably sounded bad. That put the back door. I bet that it's not what it seems. But the back door. If he had no cameras out there, if the neighbors had no video cameras in the backyard, it's possible he took the bodies out the back and left for work and drove around and put the bodies in the back. Right? It's possible. It's very possible. Here's the thing, though, is the key to this case, I bet, lied within the surveillance system that Chris had. As soon as any one of them doors opened, garage door, front door, back door, it would have sent a message that the door is ajar or the door's open and the alarm is not activated. Once all the doors closed, then the alarm system would have kicked in and it would have said alarm activated. If and only if he didn't unplug it or disarm it before he left. Very interesting to see. Yep, the security system info, vivid or virtual in this puzzle. Yes, or yet sealed. I imagine it is because I imagine that security system. And once something happens and the door's ajar and they think maybe there's automatically the cameras kick on and the voice recorder kicks on, I imagine they might have all this information within the security system. And very well, possibly, that's when the police said, is there anything, because they asked them numerous times in the interrogation, is there anything you want to talk about? Right? I imagine they probably had all the evidence they needed. I would imagine. Right? Now, once again, Nikki might have played a part in this case, meaning she wanted Chris, and with the body that she had, she knew exactly how to get Chris. Right? That body, her body was the death of Chris or the death of his family. No offense, Mrs. ATS News. You can close your ears if we're talking about this. You're a married woman. I don't need you to get in trouble or anything. But, Mrs. ATS News, you might want to ask your husband if it is okay for you to be a mod on my channel and be on my channel first, please. I don't need no crazy husbands looking for me. If you can ask him, if he says it's okay that you're a mod on my channel, then you will be the mod. Let me see what my little Debbie Fox is saying this morning. The way he killed his family horrendously. I was watching the day they went, if that's what she said, I can't see because that stupid little heart again, taking the girls out of those tanks. Oh my God, yes. That was horrifying. How could you do something like that? You know what I'm thinking? There ain't no way. He killed before, and he used to travel a lot on his business stuff. By himself, he'd travel. Is it possible he has killed before? Is it possible? I think they said he was in Utah once, wasn't he, or something like that? I've seen a video. I don't know, something to do with his work. I would be checking because you just don't. Listen, men out there, dudes, you're not married. If you're married, whatever. There is nothing worth killing your whole family over for another woman, no matter how hot she looks in a bikini, no matter how hot and sexual things. They cover your ears, Mrs. ATS News, please. No matter how hot, sneaky, crazy, wild, there ain't nothing worth killing your whole family over, folks. If you don't want to be with that woman, you get a divorce, you separate, and you leave on good terms and find love again or whatever. But to wipe your whole family out, you have to be disturbed. It's not something you wake up and I think I'll start with my whole family. It's possible he's killed before. No offense, Miss TS News. I just don't want you to hear anything that's. If I'm being improper, let me know and I will not talk about these situations. And Debbie is right. The way he killed his family is horrendous. And then put him in a. It's just. You have to be disturbed, people. There ain't no vagina. Excuse me, Miss ATS News. And anyone that is married, Mr. Klein, cover your ears. There is no vagina worth killing your children, your little babies. Are you kidding me? What has the world come to? I have no idea. It's flabbergasted. It's unbelievable. There ain't nothing worth that, folks. Nothing. Leave on good terms. If you got to pay. Well, you know why these guys do it. I'm going to be honest. Right? This is a channel where I'm not going to lie to you folks. My job is not to lie. That's Satan's job. That ain't my job. The thing is these men are support payments. No, I'm not knocking that they have to pay child support. The courts will work with these people, right? But here's the thing, you got 5, 6 kids. You got no life. If you get divorced and you're paying child support and on top of that alimony, they put these men in such a hard predicament. They snap, and they would rather kill their whole family and do the 5 years in jail or 10 years or whatever they get, other than to have to pay all that money to them. What is the problem? Can you folks? I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I have a disability. But if I can figure out that they're putting too much stress up, for one, it was a gift from God to have children. And they've taken this thing and they turned it into, the government's turned it into a money-making machine. It's turned it into a money-making machine. It's not about love. It's not about the children no more. It's about how much money. And I don't blame the women for getting money because they can't go to work, because they got to take care of the kids. If they got to go to work, they got to get a babysitter, and that costs money. We're in a predicament in the USA. We need to refix things and rethink things. Suicide rate is up. A lot of these guys and women, even the women, are doing bad things to themselves because they're locked in. They can't do anything. You got to pay that child support or you go to jail. And now what are you going to do? Do you see the system? Instead of lowering the child support payment to where these men or women that are paying child support can live comfortably without having to murder, kill, rape, pillage, sell drugs, prostitute, whatever. They continue to go on. Then they throw the people in jail. Now nobody's getting money. Nobody's getting nothing. Because now that person is sitting in prison, not making a dime, and now everybody lost. Even the children and the family lost. Because now there's nobody making money. How does that solve the problem? It don't. It don't solve the problem. The courts need to work with these families with child support, even alimony payments. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Well, Klein hit it right on the button there. Suicide rates for men are crazy levels. Yeah, they are. They surely are, because they're so stressed. That's why. You know, I was listening to some of these YouTubers that were paying $8 a month in child support. Right? Anthony Greeno flipped out. I was watching his channel the other day, and people were saying just pay your child support. He pays $30 a week plus $20 towards back child support. I'm like, $50 a week? That's all he's paying? That's it? And he's got 4 kids. That's all he was paying? I was paying $350 something for one. For one. And that was a week. If so much money came out of my check to pay it. Right? And then when I got on disability, they even got more money. Because disability took out so much money and paid for child support. Right? I lost everything, folks. 1.5 acres of land. Nice little home. 2 hot rods. Well, race cars, whatever. Truck. Even my 2 Labradors. The only thing I got to keep was my shed, which I had to get the Amish to load that up and move it over to my mother's so I can have somewhere to put my 2 tractors. Oh, my son's go-kart. which that sucks up most of the shed. And then all my race car parts that I had, tires and slicks, and I think I even got a set of T-tops from my 79 Trans Am in there. Lost everything. I'm not losing it again. Ain't no way. Greeno had a 2-hour live with a black screen today. He got 11 likes. I seen that this morning. I watched it, but if you watch it until all the way at the end, he flips out. He flips out with somebody that he's living with and said he's going to kick his ass, and then he went and grabbed a knife and unfolded the knife right on camera and held it in his hand like he was going to stab somebody. He was yelling at the guy through the window. Yeah, ATS News. He literally picked up a buck knife that looked like a small buck knife, opened it up, and put it in his hands like he was going to attack the guy through the window. That was crazy. Man, if I did that, they'd have a whole platoon come down on me. Yeah, Ruth. Man, I seen the video this morning. I woke up and watched it. It was just a black screen with some music playing, and then a little bit you could hear. But at the very end of the video, whoever was living in the house said something to Greeno, and Greeno got pissed off and told him to come outside, and then the guy was going to come outside, and Greeno ran and grabbed a knife and flipped it open and was ready to stab the guy. He was ready to stab that dude. So is Anthony Greeno demeanor like somebody Delphi murders? Yes. That was the first thing he ran for, was that knife. I seen the video. Yeah, very possibly could. I would say he needs help. Yeah, Ruth. I've seen it. He did say, come on if you want an ass whooping or whatever. No one can find him. Believe me, there's a list longer than both of my arms and legs that people want to stomp the crap out of him, but nobody can find him or anything. And I don't want to do anything to it. Like I said, I'm not losing everything. There ain't no way. There ain't no way I'm even going to waste my time with him. If the government can't, well, why is a lot of people now are throwing up that it's corrupt, Johnny, his family, our police, and this would explain why Black Squirrel, Debbie, Squirrel. Oh, I forgot to put the peanuts out this morning. Hold on, folks. I got to move my camera so we can. I do have a peanut that I threw out there. Debbie, Black Squirrel. Yeah, Valdez, he's got issues. He needs help. He said, come on if you want. Is he talking to me? I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not losing everything I have again, Greeno. It ain't my job to hunt you down. I'm sorry. Wait, where'd he go? Nah, he took off. He went up this giant pine tree outside my door. I'm gonna have to put the peanuts back out there, Debbie. I left a couple peanuts out there last night, and he just ran up and grabbed them. So he's probably hungry. Where were we? Ruth says it was wild. He said, come on if you want to whoop my ass. Nah, I don't want to whoop your ass. You need help, Greeno. For one, I just ain't going to get into it. I'm not losing everything I got. There ain't no way not. But it explains why these people are still running around on the streets. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Does anybody want to say anything else? I think I might end this video. What? Debbie's hard work. What is she doing? Fasting? Worked roofing and paid it all off. Debbie, I'm not talking about you. Deb. I'm talking about the child support thing with Greeno. $50 is dirt cheap. Right. That reminds me, I got to go to the dollar store and get a couple Christmas cards. I got to send some money out to the kids. Get that over and done with. Nah, Mr. Levine. Yes, I got some stuff to do. I gotta run to the dollar store. I've been on for an hour and a half, Dave. Are you going live with the Scar thing? What is today? Wednesday? No, tonight is folks, make sure you check out Dave's. You know, Dave, you posted on Facebook that you were going live at Martini's or playing at Martini's Saturday night, I think it was, and I told everybody to go to Dave's channel. But you didn't go live. You were playing at Martini's, but you didn't go live. Oh, yeah. Go over there and check out Dave's guitar channel at 8:30 tonight. And they talk about all kinds of stuff. Music, movies, guitars, foot pedals. All kinds of stuff. I know you didn't go live. I noticed that after, I went to your channel at like 8:30. I'm like, where's the live? I could have sworn he just posted something on Facebook. And nothing. I'm like, well, I guess he didn't go live. There I was telling people go over to check Dave's channel out. It's going live at Martini's with AM Station. Yes, Debbie is a very hard-working woman. She grows sucklings. She's done all kinds of hard work. She's a hard-working lady. I know, but it made me proud. Yes. Yes, working an honest living will make you very proud of what you do. Thank you, Miss ATS News. Oh, Dave, Guitar Channel. I have a new mod that's Mrs. ATS News. She's really great in the crime community. Great channel, big numbers, great lady. She is married, so that's stable. And check out Miss ATS's channel. She did a couple documentaries, Dave, on Cobain, which was really good. I'm trying to talk her into doing one on Lane Staley, but I don't know if she gets into that kind of music or not. Mrs. ATS News, do you like Alice in Chains? If you're still here, you don't have to like Alice in Chains on this channel. If you don't like Alice in Chains, that's fine. But some of these, I'm going to be honest, some of these women are great creators. I love Alice in Chains. I've seen them live, sadly, after Lane passed, but still good. You know, I'm going to say something, this ATS news. No disrespect, but you just don't seem like an Alice in Chains lady. I'm sorry. You look like you should be a law degree professor or doctor or something. You just don't seem like an Alice in Chains lady. Now, Debbie does. Headbanging little woman. But you just don't seem like an Alice in Chains woman. Dave says he's rarely online. You know what, Dave? I'm going to start being like that. I notice these women don't go live all the time. They only go live on a certain day at a certain time, and that's it. If you want to see them, you got to see them on them days that they're lives, right? I go, the wind blows, a fly lands outside and craps on the sidewalk. I'm filming it, right? Maybe hour or something. Just voicing my, just to go live to voice my opinion, right? The whole world sucks. All you suck. But I notice these women and these even some dudes on these channels, these community channels, they only go live once or twice a week, and that's it. They're not. You don't see them anywhere else doing any kind of lives, unless they're in another chat. I like Disturbed, and I'm 67. Ah, Ruth. I've been disturbed myself along many years. Oh, you mean the band Disturbed? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mrs. ATS News, please do not get upset that I said you don't seem like an Alice in Chains woman. I'm sorry, but she looks like maybe a country woman. Maybe country music, maybe even ABBA. Right? She is the dancing queen. Maybe some Bee Gees. I can't figure out what I'm doing right, so I'm staying alive, staying alive. Maybe, what'd she just say? Oh, Debbie loves Metallica. Debbie's a headbanger, right? You look at her little country girl, right? But just headbangs all the time. Miss ATS News says I like Metallica too, even though Watts does. Here we go with that idiot Chris Watts again. If you're watching, Chris, you're an idiot. I'll give you granted. I'll give you credit. Nikki was a good looking woman and they'll kill a man. But you're still an idiot. All right, let me see what ATS News. Oh, please cover your ears when I said that. This ATS News. The only country I like is old country like Cash, Dolly, Patsy Cline. Keith, do you like Keith Whitley? Right. Well, that's old country. Keith Whitley, Johnny Cash. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I think you did, Mr. Cash. You might want to go to the doctor and get checked out. You're right. She did have a burning ring of fire, and you caught it. Joking. That was rude. That was. I need to. That was rude. Dolly Parton. She's still around, but she ain't even country no more, right? She folded and sold out, and now she's doing music with Kid Rock. This is unbelievable. Whitley was great. Ah, Keith Whitley. How do you write a song like that? You're a woman. You're so in love with that woman. You write great songs. I know you loved him a long time ago. Ah, what a song. What a song. Yeah, Garth Brooks. How do you write a song like that? Well, you fall in love. Love will do that to you. It'll also kill you. Look at some of these people on there. right? Greeno's coming off as one of them dudes where he'll be like, I'm going to kill myself and then kill all you after I kill myself. Right? Complete that job. Cover your ears. I don't want anybody that's married to hear anything. And Harder and I disturbed Ruth. What? Debbie, what did you do? I meant the louder. I know. Debbie, little foxy fox, is pure headbang. You look at her and think she's some country girl, but she's just loud music and all kinds of crazy stuff. Godsmack, voodoo, that's my jam. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. Let's see what Dave's talking about. Klein says, I like Partridge Family. Are you kidding me, Klein? Are you kidding me? Wait a minute, that ain't even the real Klein. Klein's an older dude. That dude in that photo don't even look. Wait a minute, he's got his hat on backwards. Who is that dude? Klein's got one tooth missing. That dude looks like a pretty boy. I don't know. We'll have to investigate Klein some more. Sorry, Ruth was running with laundry. These women do so much. How many kids you got, Debbie? Oh my God, she does laundry like she's got kids. I'm 60. Picture was last week. Don't lie to us, Klein. You might be able to pull that pretty boy charm on a lot of these ladies. But did you forget who you were talking about? Or talking to? Taken last week. What'd you go to the plastic surgeon? That's why I haven't seen you in here for 6 months. Had to heal up. That's what I thought. That's Mark. Yes, Ruth. What'd Ruth say? Sorry, Ruth was running with laundry. I saw them a long time ago. I don't know. I can't even keep up with my own chat. What do I need? Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Who knows? Maybe Stallone will show up and do a special appearance again here. Right? Rocky himself. Oh my God! Now Debbie Fox is saying that Mark Klein is. Oh, that's really Mark. He really looks that good. Really, Deborah. It's funny wherever Mark Klein goes, somehow all the women leave with him. I must just start calling him Pretty Boy. Mark Klein. Johnny, you standing in front of a stuffed bookcase, a Scott pipe, and discussing crime. Now that would get views. It sure would. You know what? You're right, Levine. I must get me a Sherlock Holmes hat, a pipe, and a backdrop. That's a bunk, like I'm in a library. Oh, Johnny, Debbie said. Wait, what Mark say? He had snow here yesterday, or we had snow there yesterday. Oh, in Chicago? Mark Klein says, I am in NW, Indiana, near Chicago. Thank you for letting me know. I will lock down this Pretty Boy Klein's in the area. Lock up your wives and girlfriends. Let's see what Debbie said. Ruth, I went to Pink Floyd concert last all week. You went to a concert and it lasted all week? 50s, Thursday and Friday. Yeah, I think oh, look at that. The sun is coming out. All glory goes to God. Amen. But you can see them dark clouds back there coming in, I do believe. I think we're supposed to get some storm this week. Maybe tomorrow or something. Either snow. We're right on that edge. Either we're going to get a bunch of snow or thunderstorms. I got a chopper coming in, guys. Life support chopper. Hold on.